This is your Barbados Today Evening News Update for Tuesday, August 27. Thanks for joining us. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Barbados is back in business following the uneventful passage of Tropical Storm Dorian last night. The island escaped major damage from the system, which delivered bouts of gusty winds and some rain. Apart from falling trees and power lines, one house in St. Peter was damaged when the high winds lifted its roof. Our Kareem Smith visited the northern parish today and tells us more.
In the aftermath of Tropical Storm Dorian, residents in the north of the island are grateful that their prayers and those of Minister of Labour and Social Partnership Relations Colin Jordan have been answered. Earlier today, the St. Peter MP and officials from the parish's district emergency organisation were hard at work responding to reports of minor damage, fallen trees and power outages.
Yeah, and you would say that that prayer has been answered to the moment?
It has been. I think Barbados has been spared what could have been a more intense effects of the Tropical Storm Dorian, and I am very happy that we didn't, and I'm happy that we were spared what was possible.
Well, you're still out here today on Tuesday, just after the tropical storm would have passed. What is today's response all about?
Well, today, as the Member of Parliament for this constituency, I have a responsibility to make sure that my people are okay.
Chairman of the St. Peter District Emergency Organisation, Dave Hurley, meanwhile lauded emergency personnel in the parish for their commitment during and after the passage of Dorian.
The good thing about it, the system didn't produce what we were looking for. But within St. Peter, we had fallen tree branches in Farley Hill, which we cleared just after we were given the okay for the essential service to go on the road. There was a lady in French Village who said her roof started to feel like it was going to come off. We visited her and we found that the roof was intact. It was just that two cabinets were missing just a couple of nails.
Beverly Lopez, a resident of French Village, St. Peter, lost a small section of her galvanized roof during Monday night's strong winds.
It was a very frightening experience. It was the first time that I was ever scared of anything, because we were just sitting down, listening, watching the television and listening, and then I heard a sound, a frightening sound. And when I went to check, then I realized that the roof was lifting. The wind had hit it. The wind was very strong, and I realized it was lifting, so I called Zero to get some help. But they said that they couldn't come till they get the all clear. So they didn't come till this morning. But it was a very frightening experience for me.
She was at home with 2 children and 3 adults when the rain started pouring through the ceiling and into her bathroom. However, quick work from a friend got the roof back on in less than 30 minutes. Elsewhere in the north, residents expressed relief that no flooding had affected low-lying areas like Speightstown, but called for more work to be done to clear some of the waterways in the low-lying area. Kareem Smith for Barbados Today.
The south of the island felt the strongest effects of the system. Resident Andrew Gibbons said it was an interesting experience.
We had yellow lightning, actually. First time seeing that in my life. Actually saw the sky turn orange and stuff yesterday. So it was quite interesting, I understand, in terms of how nature brought forth a different, I would say a different side of life that we haven't seen in a while.
Across the parish, there was some flooding and down lines, but MP for St. Philip South, Inda Ware, who was out and about assessing the situation, said the damage was minimal.
Yeah, we're in pretty good shape actually in St. Philip South. We have some flooding, flooding in headings, which is a problem that we really need to get sorted. Some down lines across Foul Bay and some in Gemswick. We also have some minor flooding in Gentry as well, Royal Palm and Magenta Avenue. But apart from that, nothing major really. So I would say we're in pretty good shape so far.
Prime Minister Mia Mottley was satisfied with the country's response to Dorian. She, however, stressed that it was time for Barbados to take greater responsibility for securing more accurate data to prepare for any eventuality.
We are satisfied that we've reached the point where we have to take responsibility for our own affairs in a very real sense, this is our new normal in a world of climate change. This is something that we are going to have to get accustomed to, because the intensity of storms and the regularity of storms and hurricanes will significantly increase. And therefore, we have to be able to get more accurate data.
The Prime Minister also raised concern about littering on the island, and she urged Barbadians to clean up their act.
Let us make it business our business. Priority number one, to clean up this country, and to clean it up in the small things and the large things. And the government is committed to it, and we're going to work with you. The AG is already doing the research with respect to civil penalties for people who will not take responsibility for in front of them. All of us know, our parents, our grandparents, we grew up with them doing what? Cleaning in front, not just our property, but they used to clean the road and the gutter in front of our house. And we need to return to those days. We need to get the plantations cleaning the wells as well, because it will assist in drainage.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
To regional news now, St. Lucia is reporting no major damage from Tropical Storm Dorian, which passed through today. However, Dominica was taking no chances. As a precautionary measure, Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit opted to send home public servants early in preparation for the passage of the storm.
The safety of our citizens and our residents is always paramount. And we do not want to have a situation where any persons or groups of individuals are unable to make it home because of rivers overflowing the banks or possible mudslides.
On the international scene, Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro has ruled out accepting a G7 offer of aid to fight fires in the Amazon rainforest unless he gets an apology from his French counterpart, Emmanuel Macron. Bolsonaro said the French leader should apologize for insulting him personally when he called him a liar. Macron had accused him of lying about fighting climate change. Aid worth $22 million was announced by Macron at a summit in France of the 7 leading industrial powers. Satellite data show a record number of fires burning in Brazil, most of them in the Amazon region. Brazilian ministers said the G7 money was not needed, and they accused the foreign powers of wanting to control the Amazon. And that's news, but for the very latest, visit us at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook, and sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM and Capital Media HD 99.3 FM. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Good evening.